Conspiracies in the NBA can range from absolutely unbelievable to so shocking it might be true. Think of the twins of Marcus and Markieff Morris switching places during the 2018 playoffs for the Celtics. Or how about that Kyle Anderson shoots worse in red-colored arenas because he's colorblind? For the most part, these conspiracies are harmless. The only one that I think holds some damaging weight was the frozen envelope fiasco with the Patrick Ewing draft. If that one were true, then the whole league would be in an uproar. But the one we're here to talk about today is one of utter ridiculousness and completely jaw-dropping if true. Does Michael Jordan have a son in the NBA? And if so, why is it definitely Jimmy Butler? Before we go down this rabbit hole, let me just come out and make it clear. This is all speculation. And if it all seems a little too far-fetched, that's okay. NBA conspiracy theories are mostly just for entertainment and a fun time to hypothesize with others. So with that in mind, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Jimmy Butler was born in 1989. And with that, the case is closed. Butler was the baby of MJ's woes after losing to the Pistons in the conference finals. It's so simple. No, but in actuality, Butler was raised in Houston by a single mother after his father abandoned them. Jimmy has no relationship with his biological dad. And then, in 2014, an anonymous tip was made public to a sports gossip reporter that Michael Jordan had an unknown son who was abandoned for the sake of MJ's image. You see, at the time, Jordan was a married man. So allegedly, in 1988, Jordan was in the midst of a fling when the incident took place. The woman reportedly went by the last name of Butler. Case closed. It's rumored that Jimmy Butler out of Houston was the illegitimate son of the GOAT himself. It goes as deep as people tracking down that around 9 months before Butler was born, MJ had a game in Dallas, along with a 3-day break. Plenty of time to fly over to Houston and have a secret baby, right? Jordan allegedly began paying child support behind closed doors. Again, for the sake of his branding image. But if Butler's mom was getting child support, why would she kick him out at the age of 13? Well, again, according to the anonymous tip, that was the year that MJ dropped his child support to help raise Jimmy. So, with no more financial funding, Jimmy Butler was kicked to the curb. If that's not enough to start to let your mind wander at the possibility, how about their physical appearance? When you put the two side by side in a picture, you start to see where the similarities begin. Whether or not you believe this, you can't tell me they don't look similar. If you showed a random person a picture of both of them and they didn't know who they were, they would definitely think they were related. Though, even with looking the same, what's possibly even more important is the number of things they have similar on the inside. Tell me, what is Michael Jordan known for? His ultra competitiveness, his hard work, that can get a little personal in practice, maybe his cocktail mix of charisma and intensity. Now think about Butler, the guy who was basically kicked out of 2 different franchises because of being too competitive, too hard of a worker that let things explode in practice. You can't mention Jimmy Butler and the Timberwolves without thinking about the practice where Butler beat the starters with third stringers and was screaming about how much they effing needed him. Butler has the Jordan mentality. Part of it might be because of what's in his bloodline, but the flip side might be because of what his bloodline did to him. Going from the streets in middle school to a multi-millionaire athlete with multiple trips to the NBA Finals. If Jordan is, in fact, his father, Butler gained his hard work despite his secret father. Have I won you over yet? At least to the point that there's maybe a possibility? Well, if I did, then welcome to the NBA Conspiracy Club. Please grab your Kyle Anderson colorblind glasses and get ready to debate which twin is which in every game they have ever played. If you're lucky, we'll even debate the early days of non-twin brothers Steph and Seth Curry. One important thing we do in this club, though, is to go through and see if there's any plot holes in our theories. If we're gonna believe in these crazy ideas, we better make sure they are airtight. And one of those plot holes that I'm sure immediately jumped out to a lot of you doubters is that if MJ stopped paying child support, and that's why his mom kicked him out of the house, why wouldn't she just instead go public about the matter and force Jordan to pay by way of the court? Who knows? Maybe she got more money at the moment or later on to still to this day keep things quiet. Also, who was this anonymous tip? It definitely seems a little iffy. Why have they just dropped this one massive bomb and then dropped the matter? There's been no acknowledgement or confirmation from either Jimmy Butler or Michael Jordan about this matter. But that's just another father-son similarity, right? Overall, the conspiracy's just a lot of fun to think about. If it did somehow end up being true, though, it would make these Butler moments, like leading an 8th seed to the finals, even greater. And the Jordan legacy would get revitalized all over again, knowing that his son was on the hardwood. But just like the frozen envelope, I don't think we'll ever get an answer that's satisfying. Part of the fun of this league can be implicating theories into the narrative. So if Butler being MJ's son is your cup of tea, then by all means, start boiling the pot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.